Hi everyone, this is Susan coming at you, SVG Susie. Today is July 15th of 2013. I had my VSG or vertical sleeve gastrectomy on July 11th of this year, which was 4 days ago. So I'm 4 days post-op, and I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm doing great. I can't believe how well I'm doing. I'm completely, for the most off my pain medication. I'm taking it at night just so that I can kind of sleep through the night. To go over kind of my stats really quick with everyone. When I started this journey last year, my weight was 325. Well, not last year, like 6 months ago when I first met Dr. Sasuda. I weighed in at 325, and I worked with my primary care physician doing like a 6-month kind of nutritional plan that I didn't follow, but my weight went up and down. And so on July 10th I weighed 321. On the day of surgery, amazingly, on July 11th I weighed 317. Go figure, losing 4 pounds in 1 day, odd. But so now from the date of my surgery, which was July 11th, I weighed 317. Today when I weighed in, I weighed 308. So that's a total weight loss from the day before surgery, I guess you could say, of 13 pounds, 13.2 pounds. Which I'm ecstatic about. I'm really happy about. And so today what I'm going to go over in my podcast is things that I've used that have worked, things that I found that are tools, and just kind of everything that I'm using, because I've seen other people do this and I really appreciated it. So if someone isn't able to see the videos that I've seen, if I can kind of pass on some of the stuff that was given to me, I would appreciate it. So the first thing I'm going to start with today is containers and weighing food and that sort of thing. Because for sleeve patients or sleeve people on the journey with sleeves, our biggest thing is how much we can consume. The fact that we consume 4 ounces in most meals, especially right when you're starting off. So one of the first things that I would suggest to everyone is go out and get yourself a scale. I got this scale. It's just a cute little scale. It's easy. It does pounds and it does ounces, of course. I bought it at Walmart. I think it was like $10. I know it was under 20. So the scale is the first one. The second thing that I got, which I adore and I love, are these little things. They're little 4-ounce containers, and I also got these at Walmart. They're in the kids section, and it says portion control. There's also other little tiny containers that you can get that are also 4 ounces. And why I love these 4-ounce containers, see? Why I love the 4-ounce containers is when you're preparing meals, especially as the VSG, you might prepare soup. You're not going to eat all the soup. So for me right now, especially as I'm kind of going through rehab and getting help for my family with the whole process, I can make soup and then put them in the 4-ounce jars. And then for meals, I already have it pre-done. It's already measured, good to go. Another thing that I kind of use and I kind of like, and I think it's a good idea, are measuring spoons like this. Because not only, you also need to be able to bowl, and you measure things liquid. Yeah, I didn't know that. So you measure things that are food in ounces, like hard subject things, like nuts, meats, whatever. You weigh that on the scale. But things that are liquid, or things that are like for your puree diet, I guess, you would weigh them and you would measure them. So either in a 4-ounce container like these, or a measuring cup, which is a half a measuring cup is actually 4 ounces. So I got these, and the next thing I got, which I thought was really cool, I found these were actually I found at Target, not at Walmart. The first things I showed you I got from Walmart. But it's this. It's portable. It's good to go. So this is my measuring cup. I can put it in my purse. It's a half-cup measuring cup, and it closes, so it's real convenient and easy to use. The next one also is a fourth of a cup. So if I'm in a restaurant, I can choose if I want to have a fourth of a cup, or if I want to have, like if I have 2 meals, I can choose a fourth of a cup of meat and a fourth cup of vegetables, or whatever. You kind of get the point. Sorry, I'm going to pause it for a second because my kid's screaming outside. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Hopefully there won't be any more, but there probably will. And I can still hear my kid, so I'm still going to go. Don't worry, I have family out there with him. He's just mad that I shut the door on him. So the next thing that I kind of want to show is sweeteners that I'm using. I found this one. It's by Trivia, and what I like about it is it's similar to like a regular sugar where you can pop the lid. I'm a container whore. Like, I love containers. And so this is a Trivia sweetener that I actually kind of like. It has 3 carbs in it. There's nothing else. It's just 3 carbs. So you can do, let me see, I think it's 1/3 of a tablespoon. Oh, wait. No, wait. I'm blind. Yeah, look it up in the store. Sorry. The next one I got the Splenda packets. And the reason why I got the Splenda packets, unlike with this, is with this one, I can dump a lot in if I want to. But with these, it's easier for me to gauge how much I'm using. And with these, this also doesn't list any carbs, but each little packet, it makes it portable. I can put it in my purse. I can keep it with me. So I love these. Those are the little Splenda packets. The next thing I have... Sorry, I have to keep stopping and starting. 2-year-old I have. So the next thing I got are these. They're little popsicle makers, and I got these in hindsight. I bought sugar-free popsicles the night before my surgery at the hospital. And like everyone, your taste buds change kind of after the surgery, and I tried a sugar-free popsicle when I got back, like on my 3rd day, and I couldn't stand it. So one of the reasons why I got these was you can make your own popsicles. I got these at Walmart. I want to say these were also, these were actually in the accessory area, where you'd find like the scale and all the other stuff for your kitchen accessories. The reason why I got these is that since there's so many different flavors of Crystal Light, you can make your own Crystal Light popsicles and have different, no calories. You can kind of control, you can manipulate, create whatever you want, which I thought was cool. The next thing I'm going to go into, I'm going to tell you what I hate, what I do not like, okay? Yeah, I spent $20 on this at Sam's Club. I do not recommend it. I do not recommend it. $20 on this stuff, and it's disgusting. I tried it the first time, and I could not drink it. It's cool because it comes with the little bottle, which you think is cool. No. Do not buy that. If, what I actually have been doing, which I thought was really cool, and it actually worked out, and I actually had these... Oops, sorry. I had these ahead of time, so it worked out for me. Of course, and it's what I think a lot of doctors suggest is the chewable Flintstones. I love the chewable Flintstones. To me, it's kind of like a tasty little gummy bear. So I get to have 2 gummy bears a day, and it's a nice little treat. Also, I've got my iron here, because we all need iron. And the next thing I got is these, the calcium chews. This is another. It's like chocolate. It tastes like fudge. So it's like my one little piece of fudge per day. And I also got these little B12 chewable things. I got these at GNC, but the other stuff was either bought at Walmart or Sam's Club. So the only thing I actually got at Target was the compactable measuring cups. And so I think the last few things that I'm going to talk to you guys about, one of the things is this, Premier Protein. I also have the lean shakes by GNC, and you can get the lean shakes actually. You can get the mix. I think you can actually get the shakes too at Sam's Club, but I actually found a really good deal on these at Sam's Club, so I bought a bunch of the Premier Protein. And I did not have a chance. I'm blind. I couldn't see very well, so I didn't realize the difference in contents. But the Premier Proteins, they taste like a chocolate malt shake. They're really good. There's 30 grams of protein in it. There's 16 calories and 3 grams of fat. And for me, since we can only have 4 fluid ounces, this would last me at least a day, because I would either split it in half, which would give me about 5 ounces here or there. And for me, like, I'm not going to drink this at once. I'll drink this probably over a half an hour to an hour period of time, sipping on it. It's really cool because it has the crack top that you can reseal back. I know some people who do coffee. I don't know how they do it because I haven't got that cleared yet with my doctor, but they'll do coffee and they'll mix the same amount of coffee with this and mix it up, and they'll use that for their day because it's 30 grams of protein. And I can tell you right now, being my 4th day in, I guess, it's really hard to consume protein. It's really hard. So those are a few of the things that I wanted to go over. So I'm going to look down my list really quick. One of the other things, I don't know if you guys have seen the little egg chapsticks. Here, I'm going to get it out of my purse. I bought this the night of my surgery. And I bought it because I'd always seen people with them. And I was like, oh, those are cute. I used to be a cashier at a certain chain store, Walmart. Yeah, now I work for LG, so I've moved on to a lot better things. But these, I love this chapstick. It's not only in a really cool container, but it's cool. And as long as you can like keep it sealed and not have it be a mess. So if you have kids, try to keep it away from kids. My son can't open it yet, so it's cool. I love this chapstick. And one of the things from being in the hospital and not being able to drink as much as your lips dry out. So, yeah. I was going to go through the medications that I was on. Just to give you guys an idea, if you guys are still listening, you know this is kind of a long video. I I actually had just kind of graphic. I had really bad diarrhea like right before my surgery, and I think it was because I did way too many of the food funerals. Like I was living it up way too much, and so I went and made sure I had all of my favorite fast food the last week before my surgery because my doctor didn't require a fast, didn't require a diet before, and I made myself sick. I didn't realize how I really didn't eat that much fast food, but when I started eating like fast food like twice a day for the last week, it was probably really bad, which is probably why my weight went up and down so drastically the last couple of days. So what was my point? Oh, so okay, yeah. So you don't go number 2, let's say. They put me on a stool softener right when I got out of the hospital, and so it's been probably 3 days now. What's today? So my surgery was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. I think today's Monday, the 15th. So let's say 4 days from my surgery, and after taking the stool softeners, I finally went number 2. I was very happy to do that. So, and I talked to my doctor, and she said, as soon as you're set, you can stop. So I'm stopping because, yeah, I don't need to keep helping this. I was a very regular person, and that's enough about that. What else did I want to talk about? So, another tool that I've been using, which I find really helpful, is my food journal. So, what I do is every day I write in here. On the top line, I write the date, I write what my weight is for the day, and then I'll write the food that I've consumed because it helps me to see how much protein I've had, when I've eaten, kind of just to keep track of everything. And initially, when we first start, I think it's important just to keep track of everything and to get a good idea of what's going on. Also, okay, here's my suggestion. I know a lot of you saw my first video or my last video and how I was very traumatized by my experience in the hospital. I would tell everyone, if you can, as soon as you get out of the recovery room and you get into your room, if you have family members, ask them to put underwear on you. And if you can, get up and walk to the bathroom. My nurses were definitely against it, and that's why I got traumatized by them not helping me when I needed to come back from the bathroom. But one of the best things that one of my surgeons told me was get up and walk. She said, you're not sick. You had surgery. You need to heal from it. Moving around and doing all that stuff will be the best thing for you. And I kind of attribute that to why I feel so good right now. Like, for the most part, I don't feel like I've had surgery. I'll show you guys really quick, too, my incision marks. Let's see how we can do this. So if you guys can see, here, I'm going to move the camera. It's going to get a little interesting. Here, I'm going to move it around so you can see. But if you look, okay, we're going to do a little interesting. I'm going to turn it sideways. So if you look here, you can see I've got 6 incision marks. It probably went sideways. I can't hold it far enough back for you guys to see. But there's 1 on top and 5 laterally. I kind of feel like I look like a racetrack, but oh well. I'll be skinny with a racetrack or with the car track across me. They're a little tender, but they don't hurt. I have a 30-pound kid, 35, 40, almost 40-pound kid that I've already started picking up, and yeah, it's a little straining at times, but I mean, I'm good. I would attribute that to the fact that I started getting up walking. Back to my point, as soon as you get out of the recovery room, have somebody help you put underwear on. And then that way, when the nurse's assistant or the nurse comes and checks you, because they do this whole thing where sometimes my doctor was very polite about it, where she would pull the covers up and then pull my top up to look at my incisions. No, one of my nurses came in and she pulled the sheets down, pulled my shirt up, and literally I'm sitting there out of it, and so my tits are hanging out. Sorry, my boobs are hanging out, and my vajayjay is showing, and it was just traumatizing. I was embarrassed. I didn't like it. I was upset about it, and there was nothing I could do because I was so knocked out from the drugs, but it was just humiliating. So save yourself that experience and put underwear on, and yeah, you're not going to be able to use a bedpan, but who really wants to use a bedpan? Get your ass out of bed and go to the bathroom. It'll help you in the long run, and it's difficult, it's hard, but it'll help you in the long run. So, that's kind of, I know it's a little bit longer video than normal. I've got some really cool news too. Hopefully in the next couple of days, I'm going to be able to upload my video. So if you guys like, it's going to be very graphic, but you can actually see the video of my surgery. My surgeon is supposed to email that to me tonight. And you can see laparoscopic surgery on Susan. I know it's kind of odd. I watched all the videos I could find, and so I feel kind of special that I'm going to upload my video so everyone can see inside me. So thank you guys for your support. Thank you for subscribing. If you subscribe to me and I don't subscribe back to you, it's only because I couldn't see that you subscribed to me. So everyone that subscribed to me that I can see, I subscribe back to. I love the support, and I love to support other people. And I thank you guys for watching my long video, and I hope it was effective and helpful. Bye.